Good morning, everyone. Today we will be doing a special interview with our two guests based on their respective professions. First, let's welcome Sir Noel Cabulao. Now, let's welcome our second guest.
Florisa Salvador, Kagawad, Poblasyon Kawayan.
Can you briefly describe your job or profession?
Okay, I'm a teacher by profession, a public school, secondary public school teacher.
As a kagawad, kailangan namin marinig ang boses ng mga tao, ng problema, para agad matugunan yung mga hinaing. Kailangan din magtulungan para agad ma-solve yung mga problema, lalong-lalo na sa komunidad. Problema sa basura, lahat, aso, mga constituents.
Second question, sir. How important is oral communication in your daily work?
Oral communication is very important in my work since I am handling the English subjects in the junior high school. And for all other professions, oral communication is very, very significant.
Importante po siya kasi sa oral doon kayo magkakaintindihan kung anong mga problema at saka sumbong sa mga constituents, kaya mas importante ang oral. Tsaka para din madaling matugunan, kaya mas kailangan oral communication talaga.
How do you adjust communication style when speaking to different people, such as clients, co-workers, or supervisors?
There are different approaches to delivering the language or the communication styles. So, whoever we are talking to or dealing with, we should change our styles of communication depending on the level of the understanding of the one we're speaking to.
Depende, pag malalaking tao, kailangan talaga yung ano mo nasa ano ka. Hindi sabihin mo soft-spoken, kailangan ano ka sa malalaking tao, ilagay mo. Kailangan palaging may paggalang, lalo na pag malalaking tao. Pero kahit hindi rin mga basta lahat ng tao, pag-kausapin mo, kailangan talaga may paggalang.
Fourth question. Can you share an experience with effective communication help solve a problem or avoid misunderstanding?
The most common problem today is communication gap. Why is there a communication gap? Because there's a failure of communication. So with complete cycle, communication cycle from the giver of the communication to the receiver to the feedback. And but one thing, in communication, it can be successful if there's and listening and what's next? Let's say brief lang. The essence is that when somebody talks, you have to listen. Sabi lang, if somebody talks, you have to listen. That's where communication can be successful.
Hindi pag sa mga ganyan, importante yung communication. Di ba, karamihan may mga hatid-hatid na kwento na ganito. Bago mo anuhin yan, aksyonan, kaya alamin mo muna ang side sa kabila, saka sa kabila kung ano yung totoo, saka doon mo sulbahin kung ano yung tama para madali lang magkaintindihan at saka masolve yung mga problema. Kaya importante yung magkaintindihan sa isa't isa.
What qualities make someone a good communicator in your profession?
Okay. First, this quality is someone to be a good listener. Aside from being a good speaker, he must be a good listener.
Yung madaling lapitan, madaling makausap, saka pag may mga problema, madaling mahingian ng tulong para lahat magkaintindihan. Saka para di sa asinto sa isang barangay.
How do you handle giving or receiving feedback, especially when it involves criticism?
Feedbacks or criticisms are very important to grow. So whenever there are feedbacks, you have to learn from those.
Ay, hindi namin inaano yung ganyan ba yung pag-ano nila, yung natapang sa ibang term sa criticism, sa kung mga bad saan tawag din? Bad feedback, hindi namin yun intindi, basta ginagawa namin yung tama. Hindi kami pumapabor sa importante, lahat kung ano mga sumbong, mga hinaing, masulbad namin ng pantay, walang pinakilingan. Kailangan pantay lahat.
But the question is, how can you handle that kind of communication difficulties?
Ay, hindi na namin na ano, pag ganyan mga criticism. Pag di namin, pag alam namin mali, hindi tama yung mga sinasabi, hindi namin intindi. Kasi basta importante, trabaho kami ng maayos. Inaano rin yung mga, lalo yung mga sumusumbong ng mga, karamihan may mga kataat, kalapad ba, yung mga papapel. Pero hindi namin inaano lahat. Pantay yung ano namin, pagtrato.
Do you think technology like messaging apps or video calls has changed the way people communicate at work? How so?
Yes, it changed a lot the landscape in the communication processes. And somehow there are advantages and disadvantages. But if you use those technology for it's the benefit of the majority, then you are serving it for the good of the majority. So there are so many cases of nowadays wherein technology is not properly used, thus communication fail.
Oo, madali. Kasi lalo na ngayon yung pag may mga project, lalo na yung mga pag meron kayong kailangan ipasa agad, kailangan may printer, madali lang. Saka yung mga ano ba yun, computer, mas madali pag mayroon sa mga ano na sa communication kaysa yung dati. Ang tagal bago matapos kung may mga projects, kahit sa madali lang. Kasi ano na tayo, ang tawag na ito din, yung parang advanced na yung technology natin.
Have you ever experienced miscommunication at work? What happened and how was it resolved?
Yes, I experienced miscommunication at work, and I believe all of those are because of the breakdown of the communication cycle. So you have to repeat again, the communication cycle, when somebody talks, you have to listen.
Yung huli lang, yung kay Kapitan, yung tungkol sa yung pagkuhan namin sa uniform. Pero kasama yun sa namin na pag mag-uniform ng session, pero hindi siya nag-uniform. Yung kasagutan, pero inayos din yung Kapitan, pwede naman pwede mo kasama sa trabaho, magkaaway. Naayos din pero siguro 2 months bago nagkaintindihan kasi ang dami din mga sumusulong na kaya natagalan din yung namin pag-aayos.
So you resolved it po from
Ang kapitan ang yung nag-ayos. Kinausap kami, anong problema? Ikaw, bakit dapat na magkasundo kayo, magkasama sa trabaho?
so you resolved it po using communication.
Oo, kaya nga, importante din ang communication. Kaya kung wala'y ganyan, kung walang hatid-hatid ko nga story, hindi magkausap ng maayos, lalo ba magkasundo. Kaya importante yung communication.
What advice would you give to students who want to improve their oral communication skills for the future?
Practice, practice, practice. Practice speaking the English language. Practice listening the English language. That's
Study, and then search. Tapos, kailangan may experience ng maraming para ma-apply din sa sarili. Yung mas makausap mo malalaking tao, kailangan mo ma-experience yan para may ma-apply mo rin saka mawala yung tawag nun, kanabitang yung takot sa pagkikag-istorya din para mawala yung fear sa pagharap sa mga tao.